Mic checker, chicka. It's not some, baby. Yeah, a one time, baby. What? For your mind, baby. Yeah, we gon' shine, baby. And what we do, we gon' grind, baby. Yeah. What? And this is another episode. So, a Swingers After Dark. And this is your host. Not some, baby. Here we go. What's good, family? You know, a question that I have is, do rich women marry broke dudes? Or date broke dudes? Sorry, let me rewind. Let's get to the dating part first. Do rich women date broke dudes? Now, rich could be subjective, you know? $50,000 could be rich to somebody who's making $20,000 or even 30. You know, but let's just say she's making six figures and above, and this dude has no job, or he's only making $15-16 an hour, or let's not even put a number on it. Let's just say he's making minimum wage. Now I would say this: the answer is yes and no. A rich woman would date a broke dude. First of all, his dick game got to be on point. If he don't know how to fuck, then what's the point? You know? But a lot of broke dudes, they know how to fuck the shit out of chicks because that's all they have. That's their, like, a good fucking is their whole card. That's all they have, is to fuck. And since they're not doing anything, the only thing they can do is have sex and sling a dick. They have nothing else productive to do. So when people who have nothing productive to do, they revert to their animal side, the animal in man. So they start fucking like animals because they have nothing else to do. It's like, what else could you do besides have sex? You understand me? And that's what they're good at. And that's how they hook, line, and sinker. You know? A rich chick. And she's stigmatized. It's like she's in heaven. You know, she's getting fucked at least 3-5 times a day. Fuck a week, a day. Like she's walking bow leg and pigeon toe at the same time. You understand me? It's like the honeymoon stage. You know, she's loving it. She's feeling it. You know, he's putting it down. You know, she's bragging to her homegirls. You know, girl, you know, he fucked me good last night, girl. Yeah, he had my toes curled, my toes throwing up gang size. Yeah, girl. Yeah, he got that hook in his dick. Yeah, I told you about that, right? Yeah, I told you that. But girl, he put it down. It's like, you know, he hit them corners. You know, I like he's too long, so I don't know how to take the dick. But it's like shit like that. You know, she loves to run and gossip to her homegirls. Now her homegirls on the low want to fuck you. Real talk. But that's a whole nother discussion, baby. But here's the thing. Here's the catch. That's going to be a time when a rich woman is going to be tired of taking care of a broke motherfucker. You feel me? Like she can't eat on potential. It's like she is starved to death. You feel me? And like sex can only last for long. Like good sex only can last for long until the spell is gone. Like what happens when the spell is no longer existent, when she's not stigmatized again, you know? Because even when a woman don't have a problem with taking care of a man, she starts to resent him because she figures that if I'm self-sufficient and he's not, why the fuck I'm with him? And the relationship becomes toxic. Because she's not with a builder. She realized that behind the facade of good sex and good dick, he's not a builder and he ain't got shit. You feel me? And because she feels like she can't get anything better, she loses respect for him. And she becomes resentful of him and the situation. Because she cannot submit. Listen, I don't give a fuck how independent a woman claims she is. She want to submit to a man. The nature of a woman is to submit to a man. And I don't give a fuck what you feminazis say, you feminists, womanists, or whatever the case may be. Because behind your movement, it's a man running things. But that's a whole nother discussion, baby. I'm not going to talk to the feminists. Shout out to the feminists, though. You know? But like I said, you know, a woman, if she can't submit to the man she's with, she's going to resent him. And she's going to start disrespecting him on the low. That disrespect turns into, you know, slick comments. She want to be petty. You know, she's quick with the tongue. She start disrespecting you. Not blatantly. She may say some shit like, let's say you're hungry. And you say, baby, you know, we don't have any food to eat. What's up? Like, why you not cooking for me like you used to? She may say, well, you know, if I wasn't the only one buying the groceries, maybe you would be eating more often. Like shit like that. Like the slick sarcasm. Then that sarcasm turns into her cheating on you. Because another man, not only he's bringing her good dick, but he's also self-sufficient. He got his own shit. He got his own crib, his own house, his own cars, his own clothes, his own money. The works, the whole shebang. But that dude, he just sees her as a jump off, as a quick nut. He doesn't want anything. He doesn't want anything permanent. So the sex make their situation temporary. You know? So it turns into her cheating. It went from the slick talk to cheating. And now here's the violence. She throwing hands at you. She's like trying to slap you, punch you, spit on you, stab you, shoot you. Like, and that's when, listen, fellas, when it gets to the point where, you know, she's cussing you out, like between the cheating and the physical violence, like the domestic violence, she may cuss you out. She may call you all types of motherfuckers and bitches and fuck boys, but it should never get to that point. It should never get to that point. You understand me? It should never get to the point where a woman should feel comfortable talking shit without consequences. And when I say consequences, I'm not talking about you putting hands on her. I'm talking about consequences that you're leaving. You're going to leave this chick. And she going to feel like that she doesn't have that asset anymore. And that's the penalty of her talking shit, disrespecting you, testing your manhood. You understand me? But when you're a broke motherfucker, you do not have that whole card. You under her mercy. And because she knows that you under her mercy, she's not going to respect you because she has nothing to submit to. You feel me? She has nothing to submit to. And not for nothing, fellas, listen, you shouldn't be in a serious relationship anyway until you get your finances in order, until you get to a place where you want to be in life, until you have your career set. Like, if you want that nut, then, you know, you always got one night stands. But if you don't have your shit together, it's like, don't get in a serious relationship with a woman who also got her shit together. If you can't build the table, then bring something to the table. And what she already built, listen, a woman is not a builder. Yes, I said it. A woman is not a builder, but she can help you build. And she could bring forks, knives, china, napkins, glasses, the fucking candles, the chairs. She could bring whatever you built. She could add on to whatever you built. And if a woman feels like that her man is not a builder, she's going to lose all respect for him. She may say she loves you, but deep down inside, subconsciously, she has no respect for you. And before a woman loves you, you want her to respect you, because people who claim they love you, they can still fuck you over. You feel me? But when you respect somebody, you're going to think twice about disrespecting them. And also, you know, there's going to be consequences that's going to follow. And penalties. If a woman knows that you adding something to her life, she don't want to lose you. She don't want to leave a good situation just to start all over again, especially when she reaches a certain age. You feel me? So, you know, Could a rich woman date or even marry a broke dude? Yeah, but then the relationship is going to be toxic. So in essence, in principle, no. Because she's going to be resentful of that man. Especially when she knows that you with her for the money. Especially when you're a glorified gigolo. Then she's going to feel like she's duped. Then she's going to feel like she's stuck. Then she's going to feel like she's trapped. Especially when she marries you without a prenup. And now you're going to take all her assets and alimony on some role reversal type shit. You feel me? And fellas, if you ever get to a point, let's say you are self-sufficient. Or let's just say you are in a bad spot and you in the process of getting back on your feet. And you just so happen get back on your feet to the point where you have a career or making the money that you desire to make and then some. Pay her back, yo. Pay a woman back. Don't ever give a woman the satisfaction that you can't pay her back for all the good shit that she did for you. Pay her back. You know, if she foot the bill on your food, your clothes, the rent, the bills, or anything that brought you happiness, pay her back. You know? Pay her back along with the incentives. You know, what's that word? Interest. Yeah, interest. Pay her back with interest. Yes, that's the word. Pay her back with interest. Because you telling her, look, I was down and out, but I'm back on top, baby. That setback was a bitch, but that comeback was sweet. Yes. That comeback is sweet. You know, you telling her, look, yeah, I could be down, but I'm gonna come back up. You know, you see, I'm capable of putting up my bootstraps or running in shoes that don't even have bootstraps. I'm making it do what it do. You understand me? But sometimes, you know, a woman may like your potential. She may see something in you, even when you don't have shit to your name. She may see something in you and inspire and motivate to go after your dreams. You understand me? Because she sees the talents and the gifts and the skills within you to put the both of you to where y'all want to be. She have faith in you. She have trust in you. And even though I think that women are hypergamous by nature, and hypergamy means, you know, it means when a woman want to date, when she want to date up, meaning she want to date women, not women. Well, fuck it. In today's society, chicks are dating and marrying chicks anyway. But hypergamy means when a woman date men of a higher social status or even financial status, of a high, you know, status, like a higher tax bracket. She's dating up. And like I said before, money is how men keep score. And even when a rich woman dates a broke dude, he's opening the door for another man to come through to play big bank takes little bank. You don't want to get to the point when you opening the door for a man to swoop by and play big bank takes little bank because you don't have the finances to keep score. You don't have the wherewithal to keep the woman, to provide, to protect her. Yes, even though you're the prize, but at the same time, as a man, you're the prize, possession, and the relationship. But at the same time, your woman still want the finer things in life. She still want to take trips and vacations and brag to her homegirls that you putting it down. Not only in the sack, but also you taking care of her. She don't have to rely on you for anything. And the greatest form of security that a woman could ever have is her being able to tell her boss to kiss my ass because she knows her man is going to hold down the household until she does something that she want to do or she finds something better as far as having a career change or a job change. She knows that you can hold down the fort until she wants to do what she wants to do in life. Or she knows that she can always become a housewife. She doesn't have to lift a fucking finger. She could be an entrepreneur. She don't have to work a day. She don't have to work for anybody. She could be an entrepreneur and go after her dreams because she knows that you can hold down the fort by yourself. She knows that you're self-sufficient, even without her money, that may, buy groceries, pay bills, pay the mortgage, the rent, or whatever the case may be. You don't need to supplement. You feel me? Because she knows that you have your own money, you have your own career. And that's the greatest security that a woman wants, that she could just sit back and let you do everything because you're the provider, you're the hunter. And you may say, well, what is she doing? What is she doing? What is the role of a woman? Listen, it's not what she's doing. It's not what she's not doing. It's what she could add on to you building. You feel me? It's what you're doing. You should never allow a woman to give you a reason to function in your manhood. In other words, you should never say, well, if she would have done that, then I would have done this. No, it shouldn't get to that point. It shouldn't be a tit for tat or that or this thing. You should automatically function in your manhood. She should not give you the permission for you to function in your manhood. You should always be a provider and a protector automatically. And if she doesn't deserve that, then cut her off. Simple as that. If you don't think that she's bringing something to the table that you built, then cut her off. But don't ever say, if she would have done that, then I would have done this. No. Then it's like you need permission to function in your manhood. And that's not what it is to be a builder. You should be a builder regardless. It should be automatic, like blinking and breathing. You feel me? When a woman, listen, a woman is supposed to be your peace. She's supposed to be your peace, and you're supposed to be her rock. And you're happy. Like, you wouldn't even have to ask that question if you're legit happy with this woman. You're happy with the situation that you're in because you know that she's not a leech. And for all you broke motherfuckers who want to talk about gold diggers, how the fuck you going to talk about a gold digger when you don't have gold for her to dig for? Like, hypergamy, a woman who practices hypergamy doesn't mean she's a gold digger. That just means that she wants what's best for her. And you know what? I'm not mad at it. Yes, I'm not mad. A woman should get what she could get. Granted that she reciprocates the feelings, and you know that she genuinely loves you. And you know that she could bring something to the table. Because even when you her workhorse, even when you're her workhorse and you're the provider and a protector, you still don't want to be a fucking fool. You still want to make sure that she creates a culture in the household that brings forth peace and tranquility when you're going through war, when you step outside that door, and when you come back, you're going to be in peaceful times. And when you come back, the food is going to be on the table. She's going to give you motivation and inspiration to keep going when you feel like life is beating you down. She's adding on. And granted, she has her own money because you don't want to be with a broke bitch too. You want to be with a chick even when she doesn't have to work anymore. You want to be satisfied about knowing that she can make her own money. If you go down, like if you have a downtime, because people have their ups and downs. When you feel like that you're struggling, you find solace in the fact that she could take over the wheel until you get back on your feet to take over again. So I'm not saying that you got to be a sucker or a simp or a punk about the situation. I'm just saying that you want to bring it to the point where your woman feels safe and secure, and she knows that she's safe, secure, and stable in your care. You feel me? Like, you don't have to be the richest man in the world, but you should make sure that your woman feels comfortable in the relationship. And like I said, you don't want to get to the point where, she's exercising her options for another man to play big bank takes little bank. And that doesn't mean she's a gold digger, and that doesn't mean that she's a no good funky bitch. That just means that she's not going to sell herself short, because just like she sees the value in herself and her worth, you should also see the value and the worth within you. And y'all play upon that worth and value that you see between you two. And then that's dynamite. You know, two bosses, like a boss chick and a boss chick and a boss man, like Beyonce and Jay-Z. Sky's the limit, baby. Sky's the limit. You know, it's not a behind a successful man. It's not behind a great man as a great woman. No, it's beside a great man as a great woman, because y'all walk in lock and step. Y'all walking together. You feel me? Y'all walking together. Y'all in harmony. She's not behind you. Y'all walking lock and step, side by side, going to war together. And every relationship has its problems, but at the same time, you know that at the end of the day, if I want somebody in the trenches, I want my woman to be in the trenches for me, because I know when shit goes haywire, she's going to have my back regardless. And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Not Some, baby. Check out my website at www.notsomeblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinging Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. Dig. And on that note, until next time, peace.